It's first beat.
Good day to you, my great and wonderful listener. How are you doing? How's been your day? Guess moving smooth, okay, and great. And I hope you're still smiling with that your gracious face. I hope you're still taking responsibility of, staying safe and well. I am your host, Oluwatominsin Ojo, and welcome to another program on Tommy's show titled The Young Hearts, a show where we communicate with young people who are entrepreneurs, skills in one area or the other, young people who are working towards their goals and dreams in life. We also reach out to young ones who feel they're not good enough. We tell them that they can do greater things only if they are determined to do so. And I want to say thank you for always commenting, downloading, and sharing our episode with family and friends. Because whenever you're doing that, we are always making progress and we are always moving forward. So with you, I'm always excited because I'm doing greater things when it comes to you. So thank you for that. And our topic for today on our show is taking responsibility. Do you take responsibility for your choice of words and action? At the end of this show, you will learn that we need to take responsibility of who we are. That where we are right now is the choice we have made and the responsibility we have taken or neglected. So it is an informative, educative, and exciting topic. So stay connected and enjoy the ride. I will start by quoting Susan M. on our topic, taking responsibility. I'll start by quoting Susan M. She said, "When you take responsibility for your life, you achieve your dreams and goals in life." Now, what does it mean to take responsibility for your life? It means to blame yourself for something, to acknowledge a fault. Take responsibility for your bad choice and actions. Who is responsible for your life? You are totally responsible for your life. This is the foundational principle which you embrace. You have planned for you to have planned to be successful and to be happy. You need to take responsibility. For every person, there is a fault for something. Every problem can be explained away with reasons. Every failure has a scapegoat. Is a scapegoat as an excuse. So we tend to make excuse for not achieving that goals we want to make. We tend to make excuse for not being rich, for not being that person we want to be. We blame a lot of people about it. Have you ever blamed yourself? Have you? Without taking responsibility, you are all more likely to have a failure in your career or your life because you allow any passing thing to blow you by. When you fail to be responsible for your guide and direction, the outcome is set for misery in life. A failed life will not be fulfilled. Excuse has been the order of the day. People don't take responsibility anymore. They have excuse for failure, excuse for their life, excuse for not accomplishing what we want to accomplish. For not reaching that goal, we have excuse for it. Making excuse instead of taking 100% responsibility for your actions, your thoughts, and your goals in life. Most people don't succeed in their profession and personal life because they have excuse for everything. When a relationship goes bad, you have excuse for it. When you tend to fail, there is an excuse for it. You have excuse for everything. So who do you blame when you have excuse for everything? Because part Part of the power of taking responsibility for your actions is that you silence the negativity in your head, your unhelpful voice. When you spend your time on a successful journey and the goal you want to accomplish, you stop taking excuses. You stop making excuses. You fill up emotional space with negative excuses. So the next time you catch yourself making an excuse, whether for a late project, unmet goals, bad relationship, or the job you have meant to choose, whenever you find yourself making excuses for that, remember that there is no excuse, because you are responsible for your life. You need to appreciate yourself. Spend your time planning your next success. Appreciate who you are, where you are today. Appreciate your past for bringing you to your present. Stop making excuses for every bad thing that goes wrong in your life. Don't dwell on yesterday's sorrow, because when you do, you don't know where you're going. You need to move forward. Pressing forward is what matters, because you want to have a successful life. So let's look at these few signs that we are taking responsibility for our life. These few signs will tell us that, okay, we are taking responsibility for our lives. The first one is knowing who you want to be. A successful and a happy life requires a plan. You need to know the person you wish to be or you want to be and what is important to you. What is your purpose in life? What do you want to be? What are the goals you want to achieve in life? Knowing what you want to be determines where you're going. Where you need to make a plan for your life. A successful life requires a plan. A happy life requires a plan. You want to be that CEO of that company. What are the plans you have laid? You want to be a great lady in the society that everyone respects. What are the plans you have made towards that? Who are your mentors? What have you been studying towards that line? You want to be a successful person and a successful husband. But what are the plans you have made towards that? You want to be that great banker. What are the plans you've made? You want to be the president of Nigeria. What are the plans? You need to make plans for your life. That knowing who you want to be will know you're taking responsibility for your life. The second sign is knowing what you want. When you know what you want for your life, you take responsibility for each actions and decision you take. What do you want? Just because Mr. A wants this doesn't mean that is what you want. You don't have to follow the crowd. You have to be yourself. You have to be who you are. You need to take responsibility for what you want to be. What do you want is a question. You need to sit down, think and rethink what you really want for your life and start taking responsibility for that. The third one is not blaming others. Signs that you are taking responsibility for your life. Third one is not blaming others. Blaming others is very easy to get away with. And it is the trap that we fall into. When you want to blame others for not really doing that thing because you are incapable enough of solving a situation, when something goes wrong, blaming others try to stir up in you. When you take responsibility, you don't blame others. Your primary focus is to identify what went wrong and work towards making it right. When you take responsibility for your life, you don't blame others. You need to take decisions yourself. Whenever something goes wrong, you need to know that, okay, it's not Mr. A's fault that something goes wrong. It's because I didn't take enough responsibility. The fourth sign is being honest with yourself. In order to take responsibility for your life, you first need to take away those old excuses. We have a lot of excuses in our lives that make us not to take responsibility. We tell ourselves, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too busy, I can't afford it. Those things are not meant for me. They don't happen to people like me. I'm not good enough. Those are old excuses. You're young to be who you want to be. You can't afford it now, but make plans to afford it later. Make that design now. Everything is made easy online for us. Take responsibility. When you sit down in your house, what do you want to be? Start making plans for it. What do you have to give to the society? Stop making excuses that you're too young, or you're too old for that, or you're too busy. Most of us are too busy in doing nothing. What are you busy at? What you are busy right now doing is going to lead you to where you want to be. Stop being busy for nothing. Start taking actions. The last one says, knowing your choice. Of course, there are silly stories that we tell that, oh, I don't have a choice. That is why I did it. You did something wrong and you regret it. Oh, because I don't have a choice. Irregardless of the situation, there is always a choice. It may be an unpleasant choice and it may feel as if there is no realistic choice. But the most important people take responsibility for their choice and their will and stand at it. What are the choices you have made? Start taking responsibility for those choices. Start taking responsibility for those choices you've made. If they are good, stand by it, even if they don't make you popular. So thank you very much. This is the much we can take on our show for today. Taking responsibility for your life. And I hope you've learned to take responsibility for your life, words and action, in order to achieve your goals and success in life. So, in conclusion, I will say, people who take complete responsibility for their life experience joy and control in all circumstances. They are able to make choice because they stand and they are responsible for their choices. Indeed, when events are not under our control, we tend to slack, but we stand out. The most important aspect of taking responsibility for your life is that you acknowledge that your life is your responsibility. No one can live your life for you. You are in charge. No matter how hard you try to blame others for events in your life, each event is a result of the choices you have made or you are making. You want to travel, then travel. It is not your job, your spouse, or your partner, the cost of money to hold you back from achieving your dreams. It is you. You want to weigh a certain amount of pounds, you want to be slim, or you want to be fat, then eat, exercise like those people. You want to have a promotion in your management position, then act like it, look like it, and practice towards action of being that successful person. You don't want to be poor in life, then stop spending your time doing nothing. You want to be successful in life, then start working towards being successful. Nobody make it big. Everybody start from somewhere. They start small, but now today they are great, they are big. And lastly, if you want to depend on anybody for help, depend on God, because God first in everything we do. So I hope you enjoyed today's program, which says taking responsibility for our lives. So don't forget to click. Always share our episode with your family and friends. Don't forget to take responsibility for your health also. Wash your hands with soap and water or use hand sanitizer. Use a face mask when you are going out. And always dab us whenever you want to sneeze. Always be happy because you are you. So enjoy your day, and I am still your host, Oluwatominsin. See you next time, next day, next week. So take care and enjoy your day.